Hey guys, it's the afternoon of November 5th, Saturday. As you can see, it's pretty windy. We just had a front blow through here in Iowa. The sun just peeked out of the clouds. It's been raining for basically the last 24 hours. And I worked the last 2 days. And then this morning, the rain, I got up at 4 o'clock and checked the radar. It looked like it was going to stop. But then at 5 o'clock, a bunch of stuff popped back up on the radar, and it was raining pretty good. And, that was the first reason to not make it out early for the sake of the camera equipment. We're kind of at the vortex here in Iowa where this southerly front is clashing with this northerly front. We got winds going in every direction this morning. I checked out the Windy app, and it literally had arrows pointing every direction. So we ended up going out about 8 o'clock, but we went on the other side of the farm, on the north end, sat in a redneck blind, stay out of the rain. And we ended up seeing 5 little bucks cruising around. And then we made the switch to this south plot again. The wind is straightened out. It's southwest, and it's going to get more southerly as the night goes on. It's in the 20 mile per hour range right now, but it's going to die down. And as I mentioned, the sun came out. So with how much rain we've been getting, I expect the deer to move pretty good this afternoon. It feels great. Temperatures around 40, but the real feel with the wind is in the mid-30s. Kelce was active yesterday midday. I was at work, and I checked pics, and he was working a scrape at around 12:45 and a break in the rain. He was actually working this scrape on the corner there near the cut corn at 9 p.m., midnight, and then again at like 2 a.m. So that leads me to believe he was probably bedded right there with a doe. To work the same scrape 3 times in a 5-hour period, he probably wasn't very far. I was planning on coming to hunt right here anyway, because I think this is the best spot to catch up with him on a south wind, but it gives me a little bit of excitement that maybe he's bedded not too far with a doe. Often they work back from that corn and bed along the river or in this strip of maples, so he's been active here a lot in the afternoons. Hopefully he follows her out to this green food source where they stage before working their way out to the cut corn. We've got about 4 hours to go. Fingers crossed. Ooh, or it might be turn in 10. Hold on. Turn in 10 it is. Now just using the open.
I'm on.
Huh? Yeah. This button bugs are a little warning for deer coming out of the maples. See that kind of white cottonwood is what a fun night in the tree. That's encounter number 2 for this year with Kelce. I thought it was going to happen there for a second. When I spotted him, he was coming from the central timber, and the angle he was on looked like he was just walk right on our side of the food plot. We had does there, we had a fawn there, but he ended up turning and walking through that little maple thicket and coming into the food plot the other way. And as he was doing that, one of the does saw something back behind us. I never could look to see. I don't know if a coyote was trotting down the trail or what exactly happened, but we had 2 does and a fawn feeding at 25 yards, and the one doe, they just all ears pointed, were looking back behind us towards the cut corn, and they didn't like something. She started walking back towards the river. And when he came in the plot, he immediately went to check her, and then she just trotted off the back of the plot, and he followed her. And I was hoping, that he would come circle and check these other does, but he just went right on through and worked right on through. There were multiple other younger bucks in the area, and nothing really seemed to interest him, which I thought was a little weird. But he just worked his way through there. Closest he got was about 70. It's nice to see him. It's nice to know he's still right there in that area. We waited till well after dark. We had deer in the food plot. We waited till they worked off, got down, snuck out of there, and we've got that great access ditch, so we can get in and out of there pretty well. And I do think that, that's just, it's tough to funnel them down on this farm. There's only a few spots you can do that, but there is one right there between the 2 fields, kind of right where he went. I think that's an area I'm gonna try to get once we get a north wind. Otherwise, we ended up seeing 8 or 9 bucks and another, that 4-year-old one we saw the other morning, the turn in 10. He came in, had another 3-year-old that was broken up, buck sparring. So whenever that rain quit and the sun came out, the wind died down, it was, someone turned the light switch on. So it was a really fun afternoon. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to be in the morning, but we're going to get back to the camp and take a look at the map, strategize, and we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.